If you think the earth beneath your feet is always permanent and fixed, then in this hidden corner of Jammu and Kashmir, nature has completely rewritten the laws of physics. Welcome to Knowing India.
Day 1 of 10. Today, we travel to a mysterious lake in Sanasar that leaves top scientists tucked away in this beautiful valley is a lake featuring a massive green island,
Complete with actual growing trees and vegetation that literally floats and shifts across the water surface like a living ship. While geologists classify it as a rare floating bog or organic mass, the ultimate curiosity remains. How does such a heavy, soil-dense landmass support full pine trees while smoothly navigating for centuries without sinking? Standing right on top of this moving piece of earth
forces you to experience nature's bizarre balance. Unexplored and mind-bending marvels like this can only be found here. Have you ever seen anything this strange hidden in the mountains?
What if I told you there's a place where water completely refuses to fall downward? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 2 of 10. Today, we are standing on the ancient cliffs of Naneghat, Maharashtra, to witness a mind-boggling phenomenon, the reverse gravity waterfall. To the naked eye, it looks like pure sorcery or a glitch in nature. As massive, powerful gushes of water defy the Earth's gravitational pull and spray straight back up into the mountain clouds.
But the real science behind this phenomenon is hidden in the mountain's architecture.
During the heavy monsoons, extreme high-velocity winds get trapped inside this narrow chasm,
creating a massive aerodynamic updraft that forces the falling water directly backward.
It's a spectacular show of raw fluid physics that feels completely unreal to stand next to. Would you dare stand at the edge of this upside-down waterfall? Let me know in the comments.
Would you believe in a fire that has been burning for centuries, without any wood, coal, or fuel? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 3 of 10.
Today, we enter the mysterious Jwalaji Temple in Himachal Pradesh, where 9 eternal flames spring directly from the raw, solid rock walls. In the 16th century, Mughal Emperor Akbar tried everything to extinguish it, routing channels of water over it and covering it with heavy iron plates. Yet the flames burned completely unbothered, forcing an empire to bow down. Geologists and scientific teams have surveyed this site multiple times. Theories suggest deep underground pockets of natural gas or methane pressure, but despite decades of research, the exact source of this endless fuel has never been located. Without definitive scientific proof, this eternal flame stands as a massive geographical enigma. Have you ever heard of a flame that burns through water? Let me know in the comments.
Would you believe in a unique village where people don't have regular names, but are called using a specific whistle tune? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 4 of 10.
Today, we journey deep into the lush hills of Meghalaya, to a hidden village called globally recognized as the Village of Whistles.
The moment a child is born here, the mother composes a unique melody for them. This custom melody becomes the child's absolute identity for life.
The villagers completely rely on these distinct whistle calls to one another across the terrain. Incredibly, every person has 2 tunes, a long form for formal calls and a shorter nick tune for friends.
From a scientific perspective, this acoustic language is a brilliant ancient system to transmit sound across wide valley gaps without any network lines.
Even in the age of smartphones, the people of Kongtong have proudly kept this mesmerizing musical tradition completely intact.
A rare world where every single name is a song, such beautiful cultural marvels can only be witnessed here. Would you want your own custom whistle name? Let me know in the comments.
Would you believe in an entire national park that doesn't sit on solid ground, but literally floats over a massive lake? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 5 of 10.
Today, we head deep into the waters of Loktak Lake in Manipur to explore Kebul Lamjao, the world's only floating national park.
The ground here isn't solid earth. It's entirely made of fumdis, which are dense mats of soil, decaying vegetation, and organic matter drifting naturally over the water surface. And living on this moving landscape is one of the rarest creatures on Earth. Famously known as the dancing deer, makes its stride look like a continuous dance.
This mind-boggling ecosystem maintains its fragile balance completely naturally, any human intervention. Witnessing this breathtaking, gravity-defying layout of nature, the unmatched experience.
Would you dare to trek across a floating jungle? Has science truly solved the mystery of the sacred stones that defy their weight to float? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 6 of 10. According to ancient epics, under the engineering guidance of Nala and Nila, the legendary constructed this massive 48-kilometer-long bridge to Lanka in a span of just 5 days.
Remarkably, NASA's satellite radar telemetry officially confirmed the presence of this exact linear limestone shoal formation.
Geologists theorize that these artifacts are volcanic pumice or porous limestone with a density lower than water. However, carbon dating tests revealed a mind-boggling geological anomaly.
While the sandbars are relatively recent, the stones themselves date back thousands of years before the local water, proving that these heavy stones were transported and arranged from an entirely different location.
Profound intersection of fluid physics and sacred heritage makes Ram Setu an eternal and deeply revered marvel.
Did you know that the second longest continuous wall on Earth is hidden right here in India? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 7 of 10. Today, we travel to Rajasthan to scale the colossal fortifications of Kumbhalgarh Fort. This mind-boggling wall stretches for an incredible 36 kilometers, completely surrounding the ancient fort.
It is so thick, measuring up to 15 feet wide, that 8 horses could ride side by side on it. Built by Rana Kumbha in the 15th century, this structure was designed to be completely impenetrable.
In fact, throughout its entire history, this massive fortress was never breached by force. It stands as a brilliant engineering marvel that outlasted some of the deadliest sieges in history.
Have you ever seen India's Great Wall in person? Let me know in the comments.
What if I told you a giant, cursed maze of towerings hidden deep in India's tribal mountains? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 8 of 10. Today, we penetrate the absolute edge of Manipur into the silent village of Wilongkulin. This is India's Stonehenge, a mysterious field where hundreds of massive megaliths break the earth.
The biggest stones tower up to 23 feet tall, making Europe's famous Maramnaga Trak secret. Each rock holds the living spirit of a legendary warrior.
And an entire bloodline had to drag these multi-ton rocks over miles of brutal valleys using bare hands and wooden logs. But here is the real glitch. The locals swear that no matter how many times you try, these stones can never be counted correctly.
Is it a mathematical anomaly or ancient tribal sorcery? Drop your theory below.
What if a single mathematical calculation completely humiliated the greatest landmarks of the Western world? Welcome to Knowing India, Day 9 of 10.
Today, we scale the massive geometry of Gujarat's 182-meter Statue of Unity.
To make this engineering madness real, millions of Indian farmers donated their own iron tools, melting down tons of raw iron scrap to forge the indestructible foundation of this giant. Engineers then mapped out 22,000 tons of steel, wrapping it in 7,000 unique bronze panels. The structural physics are so aggressive that the shape easily breaks brutal wind forces up to 220 kilometers per hour.
By shifting the entire weight balance, smart Indian mathematics completely humbled the cost and time metrics of global builders.
Looking down from the 135-meter-high viewing gallery reveals nature's immense scale. Did you know the math behind this modern marvel? Let me know in the comments. What if I told you that India architectural marvels that completely humiliate global landmarks? Welcome to Knowing India, our Day 10 grand finale.
Italy's Leaning Tower of Pisa tilts at 4 degrees on dry soil, requiring millions in modern repairs to survive.
But India's Ratneshwar temple tilts at an impossible 9 degrees, standing directly inside the rushing currents of the Ganges.
In the UK, St. Paul's Cathedral uses a massive hollow dome just to reflect empty sound waves.
Yet in Hampi, India engineered solid granite pillars. They emit distinct musical notes when tapped by hand.
And while America used massive explosives to blast faces onto the surface of Mount Rushmore,
India carved the multi-story Kailasa temple top-down out of a single basalt cliff with just hammers and chisels. Which of these mind-blowing Indian engineering feats shocked you the most? Let me know below.
And make sure to follow and subscribe to The Curious Aatma